Chris. Thanks for joining us again, and you folks listen in. Well, thank you, Chris O'Brien. Once again, WGRR. Bringing you some of the greatest oldies all the time here in Cincinnati. I love that station, man.
And King Duane.
Yeah, King Duane. Bring him back one more time. Duane, as he's opened so many shows, a crush 10-pin.
No kidding.
Cross lane and
just barely makes it. It hangs on, though.
Barely making it, but who will do it?
And of course, the first week, I believe that Duane beat Nick. So we'll see what happens here on the second match.
Oh my, and there we go.
Nick is super lined up.
Well, I think he's really determined too that the only way to do it here is to overpower the lanes, overpower the shot, and really just go out and attack the condition.
And of course, Patrick Henshaw today brought along Grand Am GT from Jeff Weiler out on Route 32 in Batavia in the case of a 300 game, and I think I jinxed him.
No such thing as a jinx, but we like to put it out in front of him. There it is, a beautiful looking car, absolutely gorgeous. And even though we can't give one away, you can go out and buy one at Jeff Weiler for invoice. You go out there and you tell them that you're a fan of BPA King of Bowling on Sundays, and you watch it. And by the way, you heard that they're willing to sell you that car at invoice. You can get it, you can drive it away, and Jeff Weiler and all the guys out there, super dealership, the best in town. We enjoy it, and they enjoy bringing it to you. Duane Hatton, right-hand lane, can stay right in the match, and he does.
Among our other people we have here today, David, we also have Ken Dressman from bringing us those Miller products.
One of my favorite guys.
All of our guys from the American Bowling Congress.
There's one of the red coats right behind Nick. The ABC American Bowling Congress. And
Joyce Gamfer also from the Greater Cincinnati Women's Bowling Association. She is a great gal. Duane going for the light strike this time, getting them all out. Excellent execution, good roll on the ball. And the final product is a strike.
Nick Vogelgesang, right-hand lane. What's he going to do? He's going to strike, I guarantee you.
He is throwing that ball tremendous.
Look at that, huh? Duane Hatton, he's on the show, and the people that bring you the show, one of the most important people you're going to ever look at, Kathy, she's runs the Greater Cincinnati Bowling Proprietors Association, and she's responsible for this tournament, keeps everything running week in and week out, and keeps us in line on Sundays.
And of course, Betty Volker, her sidekick. Both those ladies do a great job.
Donna
BPA.
Donna Ninendove, she's one of the tournament crew.
And Ann Fisher.
Yeah, right. That's four of them. I went out and looked at them yesterday at the qualifier, and they've got their sweaters on. They look very professional.
Very. Speaking of professional, that was a very professional strike.
Nice segue there, Jen. Nick Vogelgesang starting out with a strike. Spare in the second, and two more to match Duane. You know what? I think this is the match we've been waiting for all day. Big scores.
This is it. This is the one we've been talking about.
A close match, big scores, a lot of strikes. It's in Duane Hatton's court, right-hand lane, Delfair Lanes. What do you think? Oh! Boy, that ball jumped at the end.
Very lucky to break up the big 4-6, leaving only the 6-pin. He can spare this up nicely, and then he's going to need to get his strikes going again, because Nick, as I said before, is super lined up and on a double.
Switches to the harder shell ball and kills it. There's an interesting combination. Wants to make sure.
And of course, there you see it. Nick Vogelgesang with the double up to go 1 pin ahead of Duane Hatton.
This is the kind of match, though, that these players are used to bowling in. Duane Hatton, left-hand lane.
Excellent strike. Good recovery from that last frame. Got it extra wide.
This is what we like to watch. Take a look at it, folks. 1-3 pocket's going to be filled up. Watch the ball travel through the pins, carried into the 5, 10 pins in the pit. Every pin doing a job. Nick Vogelgesang, right-hand lane, answers with the quick 8 to 4-7 on what seemed to be a very good hit.
He's staring it down, David. He can't believe that that even happened. And I can't believe it did either. That is about as quick of an 8 as you can get. Of course, leaving the 4-7. Ball's just hitting so hard.
Well, Nick's ball hits so hard that he is going to leave a few of those as he bowls. But I tell you what, it's a tough position to get into as you're striking, your opponent's striking. There you look at the Miller scoreboard showing 89 in the 4th for Duane Hatton, 88 for Nick Vogelgesang. Strike up for Duane. Nick wants to start with his string right here.
David, he is throwing that ball with such authority. I don't think I've ever seen 10 pins go into the pit quicker than they do here right on this shot.
Well, on this
traps it.
Well, that's right. On this replay, I'd like to describe what happens other than crash. I mean, just watch it. It's almost like every pin belongs to one another, and Nick knew that that was the shot of the match. Back to you, Duane. Oh, man, did he reach back for extra on that one, Jen?
Oh, look at the 10 pin, David.
Oh, man. Oh,
you
man.
are right. He did reach back.
Yes, yes. I mean, you could just see it in his
grimace
face.
on his face.
Very obvious. See if you can see it, folks. When you want one and you've got the capability, watch this. Look at him. Look at his jaws are just crunched together. And he absolutely puts everything he has into the ball, and the 10 pin just somehow survived.
Disappointing. I take my chances any day on that shot. You're going to carry far more of those than you'll leave ringing 10 pin.
Yep.
He is getting it for all it's worth.
Well, for a
literally 15-pound bowling ball, like it's there in his hands. I cannot believe how hard and firm that he can throw that ball.
I think my hand hurts just watching him.
He does it with such ease.
I don't know if that's ease. It looks like a lot of work to me, but.
There you go.
Yep.
Solid in the pocket. Yeah. Every time he's carrying that 10 out beautifully.
He's +9 at this point going into the 8th frame. Duane Hatton needs to strike to double up in the 7th and 8th frame so he can stay in this match. Otherwise, Nick Vogelgesang could run away and hide and steal the kingship away from Duane Hatton. Let's see if he can answer the call.
Pulled up on it.
You got it, Jen. You absolutely called it. Got to the line a little early, pulled the ball through, lost the leverage. Nick Vogelgesang now has the advantage, and he will be going to the line with a 19-pin lead. And I tell you what, you give the man a 19-pin lead going into the 9th frame. I don't want to bet against him.
Very difficult. 3, 6, 9, 10 spare.
Is this it? Great spare cover.
That's a shot in itself. Anybody can throw strikes.
Absolutely, but watch this. After making a completely errant shot on the first ball, coming back, places this ball perfectly between the 3 and the 6 pin right there, cutting through the ball carries out the 9. The 10 goes out.
That was one fine shot.
You're looking at a fine shot, a 19-pin difference between these two bowlers, and Duane needs a strike here in the 9th frame. Got to have it.
Boy, that's an easy thing to do, going light after you just went high for a very difficult spare. The automatic thing to do is give it a little extra room. But he went into the danger zone, leaving the 2, 4, 5. Another challenging spare.
To the danger zone. Oh, wait, sorry. Went into a movie.
Dave, are you with
there
us?
for a minute. Yeah, that's several years ago. 2-4-5. Duane Hatton left-hand lane, and
he did that the last time he bowled a couple weeks ago. He missed that spare the same way. If you're going to shoot it from that left-hand side, you cannot send it.
Well, you can't send it, and you can't rush the shot. It just looked like he did not take enough time to concentrate. Nick, of course, will take advantage of this and probably take it to the wall.
Nick is bowling probably at his peak right now, fresh off that $100,000 win out in Las Vegas.
Well, Nick, again, sensing a victory, throws a great shot in the 9th frame. He's got 4 in a row, and any kind of a mark here, this game is history. Cutting through, leaving the 3 and the 6 pin. He would, Duane would have to strike out for 204, and Nick Vogelgesang already has more than that. So you're looking at our winner right here for this, our 4th week on King of Bowling. Even with the Open, Nick Vogelgesang is our winner. Let's see if Duane can strike out, though, for, yeah, he gets a round of applause. See if Duane Hatton can finish it out.
So, Dave, let me pin you down on this Thule Classic thing here at Delfair. March 1st and 2nd or the 16th. When do you think you'd like to bowl? Check your schedule.
Yeah, let me have my people get back to your people, man.
March 1st and 2nd, and also on the 16th, they're going to have shifts at 12 and 2. The 27th annual Thule Classic, right here at Delfair Lanes in the heart of Delhi.
I'll have to check with my wife, but I think that's it. And that's it for this game. Duane Hatton, if he finishes with a strike 194, we'll get out of here. Nick Vogelgesang is our winner. For week number 4, he is our king. 224, our winner, Nick Vogelgesang. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
Parents, spend some quality time with